Giga fam, for those of you that don't know, there was a surprise patch yesterday which Giga buffed the Merrick 556. I already thought it was a top 3 AR in the game easily, very slightly outclassed by Kilo, but I felt like it was the meta for a lot of players, and it got a substantial buff. I got the TTK chart over here on codunity.gg. They've already got the damage values. TTK is updated. We're looking at combination shots. Those combination shots are quite conservative, and I actually think Merrick excels even more if you're a more skilled player and you weave in some headshots, because it gets a juicy headshot multiplier. But even conservatively with these combination shot percentages, the Merrick is just ripping. The only damage range where AMAX or Kilo beats it is at ultra long ranges, where the AMAX slightly edges it out. But even then, I would argue the Merrick has better recoil, because guess what? The Merrick also got a recoil buff. So I've got two incredible builds for it. I'm a huge proponent of Gunfighter right now. Getting those 3 extra attachments goes a long way for any of these primaries. So they're going to be Gunfighter builds. I'll explain how you can adjust it for 5 attachments if you're just a diehard overkill guy, but I really recommend considering Gunfighter. But the way this is going to work is I've got the suppressed and the unsuppressed versions. We're going to kind of put them head to head. I'll give you the builds for each after juicy little clutches with them, and then I've got a full gameplay with my favorite. Before we get into it, forgive me for the shameless self-promotion, but subscribe with notifications on. I hate to have to remind you guys, but it does help me so much, as does smashing that like button. Consider swinging by my live streams. We have such a good time together, brain sharing and just vibing. Also watching me frag out, get some Giga clutches. Without further ado, let's get into those gameplays, and make sure you stick around for the builds and grab those screenshots. They are both fantastic, and I'll tell you which one's my personal favorite. Enjoy. Nice, now we have an advance to work with. Getting a good fire cell in obviously is really nice, but flip side of that is you know, a well-timed advanced UAV near the end of the game is kind of like a free win condition. I mean, I could take roof, but just got to be careful how I decide to play it. Well, obviously 2 are under me then. Interesting. I've covered on the channel before why I tend to prefer compensator over monolithic suppressor. Just because mono guts your ADS times and adds a bob effect, whereas compensator, you get this massive recoil reduction with no cons. Furthermore, monolithic is only a 7% buff to bullet velocity and range. But with a gunfighter type build, we can go into target laser, which cancels out the bob effect of the monolithic. Now, the downside of that is you have this green laser kind of in your sight picture. So what I like to do is just throw on this green reticle unlocked through getting a few kills in multiplayer while aiming down sight. And it might not bother other people, but you know, in my OCD brain, it actually does really bother me. And at least then the green dot kind of matches the color and it doesn't give me like an overwhelming sight picture in the middle of my screen. So this is the build right here. Definitely go reinforced barrel if you're going to go mono. But now let's get into the unsuppressed version and see which one is better. I gotta get these guys when they row.
At this time. Target area marked. You're cleared hot. Copy that. Longbow 3-1 on station. Strike inbound. Precision airstrike standing by. Reloading. Take them down.
So pre-patch, this was my Merrick build, and there's one adjustment that I would make to it now, especially since we're going into gunfighter. I really like reducing my slide to fire timer, and this is the only stock that really does it. You don't really get like an ergonomic grip, but since we don't have access to grips, we can go Strelok laser. Now we match up blue laser with this Warzone one. For sight picture reasons, and it's not as visually obfuscating as target laser. And so what's nice about this build is we're leaning into sprint to fire and slide to fire timers. Strelok laser makes our ADS times a little bit less important, at least up close, because it shrinks our hip fire as we scope in. So it's really nice. You go gain twist, if you go compensator, just because we need to get that bullet velocity up. Even with the recoil reduction, I still find that this gun really benefits from stacking recoil attachments. And I would argue this build is even better now post patch due to the fact that there's less damage fall off, right? The main portions of the buff were to its medium and long ranges. So this build is just phenomenal. They're really close though. Obviously being unsuppressed is nice. And the fact that we're going gunfighter, I'm not as bothered by utilizing the monolithic. By the way, the reason we go quick draw with monolithic is just because otherwise ADS times are too bad. Even if we were to go like a Starlock laser, you really need to go quick draw on the monolithic version. You can go quick draw here too, but I'll leave it up to you guys. I'm liking this build though. The tiebreaker for me though is just that green laser is so ugly. I don't like how it looks. I feel like there's a good chance it gives away my position here and there. And I don't like running mono without it because of that bob effect. So overall, I still like this build the best, and it is magnificent after the buff. Without a doubt, the long range meta, guys. Let me know which build you prefer. Give them both a shot down in the comments, and kick back, relax, and enjoy this full gameplay. We'll catch you on the next one, Giga fam. Peace. Let's get our Merrick. So as you can see, even this green ground loot Jackal has 50 rounds. So it's just like, I just can't see an argument for going overkill right now. The ground loot subs are too good. There's too many good subs right now. They're all neck and neck with each other. And the advantage of having extra attachments on the AR is just substantial. And obviously you can always hit that second loadout, and then you're not just upgrading your AR. Now you have a 8 attachment sub as well, which it's a luxury. But two 8 attachment guns is wildly powerful. Like what I'll often do is just kind of get by, early and mid game with what I can, even Grakova if I have to. But then when we transition into end game, I'll hit that loadout. So in the meantime, it's essentially just a regain loadout. I don't know what he has up there, but he lasered me. Jeez. All right, let's work this supply run. Mini box will certainly come in handy. And I'm gonna leave that loadout over there, potential utility box, as well as regain loadout in a better spot. And then since we're already over here, we hit our spawn loady. And good pathing, good adjustment. And he was ready to hop. He's not messing around. This is a crazy MP40 build. It's definitely not for everyone. I actually like to throw an optic on the MP40. And you only lose like 4% handling when you go 64 round, which it's a little bit of a slow handling stat SMG as far as like sprint fire and ADS, so can't really afford to sacrifice even that 4% on a 5 attachment. But on the gunfighter, where I'm able to have laser and grip, all that good stuff. Either a hip fire laser or a Starlock to make like ADS times not as ridiculously important. Oh man, people playing Nova head glitches spastically. I don't want to see that. When you got a 4-stack rat squad that's got movement and stuff, it's challenging to deal with, but I think I'll push out and take space here. I could wipe them.
Airdrop is en route. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map.
I don't know, they're clearly not that good. We're gonna leave them up. The Terrorizer skin looks pretty sweaty though.
Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
Dude, I would have wiped them, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna ape him down and bottom Nova. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, he has to move. I think he might have been sniping as well.
Target down.
Ooh, he went like deep left. Nice.
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get fire sale active.
1-1 requesting recon at this time.
Mark
1-1
remaining
requesting
operators
recon
from
at
that
this
squad.
time.
Hunt them down. Precision airstrike ready to go. Enemy soldier incoming. Enemy advanced UAV overhead. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. Resurgence. Mark remaining operators. Down.
Got Zen in his clan tag. Screw that guy. We're gonna get a fresh advanced up. Did I accidentally bought too many UAVs. Oh well.
1-1 requesting recon at this time.
And we're gonna get utility box
Precision airstrike standing by.
because we might as well. And I don't think we take control early here, but while we have an advanced up, we push out here. Wow.
Target down. Marking the rest.
Effective fire.
So unfortunately, I can't play too aggressive on all those pings and tents because of this guy on top control. Nice. Took the fall damage, which essentially stuns him. And we'll probably end up taking control early here. And advanced UAVs are just so potent. Right there is the power of quick fix tempered. I get a little bit more money. I'm gonna be greedy here and get an advanced up.
1-1 requesting recon at this time. 1-1 requesting recon at this time.
Kind of wiped out this lobby, which is beautiful. Deal with this guy early. While I know it's like safe.
Reloading.
You're in the top three. Don't let up now.
Take this space real quick.
3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert.
Gotta be fast. Huge.
Right there.
You're the last two. Now
Perfect. He might be going for the buy, which is
Supply crates are restocked. Advise you to
fine.
load up now.
Extra kills for me, really.
Changing mags.
Gas is inbound.
Target area marked. You're cleared hot.
This is longbow. Strike inbound. Shots missed. No join.
I'm not gonna risk a weird timing with the boat guy. Oh, okay, there he is. I'll let him buy back. Totally fine with me. I love free kills.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Oh, he AFK'd. GG.